Hello to everyone. So I'm very, very excited, and I will tell you why. Because tonight is my second MUKBANG. I think I have the pronunciation right. Thank you, Jessica. Okay, I think one of the most important things is the food, you know? I could just gobble a bunch of food down, but I could also just, make some really good food. Okay, what I did in here is, this is good cheese and milk. And I melted the cheese in the milk because I want to dip my tortilla chips in it in a minute. Okay, now I have some tasty chamomile tea. I bought this container at Dollar Tree. Okay, now this is a moat that I made out of rice, and I have tortilla chips because I want to put my pork Verdi in the moat. Yummy. Let's just say we were going to go on a binge, a food eating binge. God forbid, right? We should do it up right, don't you think? Okay, now let me show you my pork Verdi. This is delicious. Just scroll down if you want to see how I made this. See my little plants out there? I grew these myself from seeds. Okay, here it is. And this is going in the moat. But first, I want to, let me move this over here so you can hopefully see. I want to remove the bones. Okay, I used to work in this Hispanic shop, and they always used to say, well, us Mexicans do this, us Mexicans do that. Oh, really? You ever wonder what those white ladies are doing in their houses? At night, in the middle of the night? Look at this. Yummy! Now, I cut my pork chops. I bought these pork chops at Aldi's. I think it's very important to get your food at the most possible price. I want to put my pork Verdi in my rice moat. This is going to be good. Yummy. How about that? You're going to go and buy this? You got to make this. Well, luckily it's very easy to make. All right, let me give you a shot of my pork Verdi in a rice moat with chips. Okay, now it's time for the MUKBANG. Yummy. Okay, it's been a long day. I've been working. I think housework, you know what the worst job is? A housewife. Okay, MUKBANG, eating large quantities of food while interacting with an audience. No problem. I find these easier to do than the car videos. I find the car videos very difficult to do because I'm worried that I'm going to be destroying my car. I like a big fork, don't you? Okay, let's try the pork Verdi. Yummy, yummy. Let's try some. Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Pork is the best. A lot of people say pork is an unclean animal, but, we've been eating it for generations, and we have survived just fine. My mouth is actually watering. I want to describe this food to you. Scrumptious, extremely tasty. Yes. Extremely delicious. Yes. Delectable. Delicious. Mouth-watering. My mouth was watering. Appetizing. Yes. Flavorsome. Check. Toothsome. Check. Inviting. Very. Very enjoyable. Yes. Palatable. Yes. And then the last word is scrumptious. It's very important to know what you're eating. This is scrumptious. Extremely tasty, delectable, savory, full of flavor. Yummy. Okay, so I cut all the little pieces of pork in small pieces so I could dip my chips. This really is delicious. I'm not just saying this because I cooked it, although I did cook it, and although I did cook it, it is delicious. All right, now I just made some cheese sauce with good cheese, good white cheese, and milk. Yummy, look at this. This is so good. This is delicious. This is delectable. This is scrumptious. This is flavorful. You know what us white ladies do? Yes, some of us white ladies do this when no one is around. We eat all the meat off of the bones. I'll try to be dainty, but it might not be possible. The meat that's been on the bones is the tastiest. I have to be careful though because there's no one here to do the Heimlichen. Well, actually I can do it on myself. What I do is I just throw myself on the back of the chair, you know, right under my diaphragm. I did learn a thing or two in all those nursing classes. But I really can't complain because I got the whole thing very cheap. And it did come in handy when my ex-husband was very, very sick. In fact, I got the nursing class so cheap that it was well worth the money, you know, just what I did to my husband. A lot. You know what us white ladies do? Yes. Like a dog. I'm like a dog. A lot of people thought I was Hispanic because I was in the Mexican shops. Now, I didn't learn this in the Mexican shop. I didn't learn this in any shop. I just made this up myself. I have to say this is one of my better ones. I have no problems eating large amounts of food. Now what I want to do is I want to get a little rice. See the olives? Oh boy, you guys. You gotta make this. This is one of the cutest things I've ever purchased. I love it. I'm going to buy 5 more. I'm going to drink out of those all summer. While I'm eating, I want to discuss Martians. A lot of my followers don't like the eating. Some of them don't like the thrift store stuff. Some of them don't like the jewelry stuff. Oh, by the way, this jewelry figures in with the Martian stuff. Yummy. You got to make this. A Martian is an inhabitant from Mars. Do I think there are Martians? Yes, I do. Remember the show My Favorite Martians? He appeared as a human. Do I think Martians can appear as humans? Yes. I lost my chip in there somewhere. It's going to get soggy. Yummy. Martians are spacefaring extraterrestrials. I believe that. I hear the extraterrestrials can get here in 45 minutes. I believe it. I wouldn't doubt it. There's always been tales of Martians. Okay. Mars was named by ancient Romans for the god of war because of the reddish color reminiscent of blood. Ah! I can just use my chips for a fork. All right. Notice my little bracelet with the little rings. I also have a couple. This is like a flying saucer. This is cute. And then this is like a slave collar. I sell these on eBay. I had the cutest ones, little gold ones. They're actually very hard to find. Okay, so we had My Favorite Martian. It's very hot here. I thought it was cooling down, but that was then, this is now. Okay, so we had My Favorite Martian. Okay, now, what is the alien agenda? The alien agenda reveals the shocking truth that has been suppressed for centuries. Where might these Martians be? Area 51. Abductees have reported being abducted and taken to Mars and forced to work slave labor 20 years, some 40. I was a slave to the beauty shop for 40 years. I can relate to their pain. Okay, so what kind of extraterrestrials might be on Mars? Well, reported by the abductees, it would be reptilians, greys, and insectoids. The insectoids are telepathic, and they speak by clicking sounds. That's kind of creepy, really, you know. It's better if they don't talk. This would be very delicious with some wine or some beer. But when I was younger, I was known to overindulge, so now, you know, I can't drink for the rest of my life. One day at a time. You know what us white women do? Yeah, this is what us white women do. Usually we do it when no one is around to actually witness it. I like the idea of eating the bones and throwing them over my shoulder, but you know, I might get grease on my shirt. This is very delicious. Today I was looking around for meat at Aldi's. I'm not that picky. I did buy some beef, but I didn't like the looks of the chicken. And you know, I have to get everything at a good price. Don't buy dip. It's so much more delicious when you just melt the cheese. This is good. You gotta try this. Pork Verdi in a rice moat with chips. It's inexpensive and it's very, very delicious. I'm done with the car eating, but these are very easy for me to do. I'll probably do these every night. Why not? I like to interact with my audience, and I would like comments. Especially if you have any good comments on aliens. If you have any input on the Martian thing, that would be great too. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.